Is at the program with music, and the Department of Theatre Arts are also here, and they'll be performing. The procession of convocation and council will soon be here, and as soon as they are here, the program will begin. The program is scheduled to begin at 9 o'clock, and it's already 9 o'clock. You are live on 98.3 FM radio and on Facebook at Radio Winneba 98.3 FM. Today is the third day of the first session of the 26th congregation of the University of Education, Winneba. The first day saw the Faculty of Science Education graduating 1,436. Yesterday was the School of Business, Faculty of Home Economics Education, and the Faculty of Science Education, who together graduated 1,718 students. And today is the 10th of 4 faculties, 3 faculties and a school, graduating 2,178 students. Tomorrow will be the final day where 1,578 students will also be graduating from UEW. And tomorrow will be the 10th of the School of Creative Arts and the School of Graduate Studies. So in the background is the university anthem, which is getting the venue ready for the commencement of the program. Well, because of the COVID protocols, only the first class graduating students have the singular honor of shaking hands with their deans and management, including the council chairman, on the days before. All students are called, and they pass through the days to shake hands with their deans and university management. But now, because of the COVID, only first class students are given the chance to be on the days to shake hands with their deans and management of the university. We are here from the Jofus Anama Mensa Conference Center for the day 3 of the third session, of the first session of the 26th congregation of the University of Education. But of course, I am Kwame Anamwa, and my team of commentators, we have Samia McCarthy, who you will soon hear from him, King Batuka, Ernest Azutiga, and Bright, of course, who is behind the consoles in the studio, bringing you on radio. Our engineers, led by A.B. Geni, Sheikh Osman Muminin, Sampana, Maestro, Karachi, that's Collins, and of course Andrew. They are helping us to bring you today's proceedings. Well, today some of us, some colleagues are graduating. We have Francis Kwao from the Department of English Education of the Faculty of Foreign Languages, and Bridget Bentum, also from the Department of English Education from the Faculty of Foreign Languages Education. Let me go over to Samuel McCarthy for him to continue.
Hello, Anama. Thanks so much. And thank you so much, Anama. I think you have rightly said it all. Today is Friday, the 17th day of the month, 2021. And if you can hear us deep, loud, and afar, then of course this is Windy 98.3 FM, and you can also catch us live on Radio Windy Bay 98.3 on Facebook if you want to see for yourself live the coverage of this very event. And as Anna was said earlier on, we started Monday. Monday was the graduation ceremony held for the Mampon and Kumasi campuses through virtual mode. Then Wednesday we kickstarted the Winneba and Jumako campuses. The grand finale is expected tomorrow. But a while ago was the Ghana National Anthem, and we are waiting for the procession to welcome convocation to kickstart today's program. And yesterday we have been told by the governing chairman of UEW in his speech, let me say we have been advised, and if I say we, I'm talking about every young Ghanaian, not only the graduating student, but every young Ghanaian, not to be quick in getting money overnight. That is to say, not to find shortcuts in creating wealth in his own ways. And you also need to think outside the box. You need to be innovative, entrepreneurial, because that is the way to go. One of Ghana's bane to one of the banes of our development is the fact that we are not able to think outside the box as other countries do. So yesterday, I think the council chair hit it right on D. Neil, and I think all of us will take a clue from that. Today is obviously the same speech, but because we're doing the graduation ceremony for different categories of students, we have to repeat it over and over again. But for those who might have missed it, I'm just trying to recap. So today we're looking at 4 or 3 faculties: the Faculty of Foreign Languages Education, the Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education, and then the Faculty of Educational Sciences. Then tomorrow, tomorrow we will be graduating the School of Creative Arts and then School of Graduate Studies graduates. So in a jiffy, we'll be going to the podium to take the opening remarks or the introductory remarks from the MC for the program, who happens to be the registrar of the university. And then we'll move into full gear. So welcome aboard. If you can hear us, this is Windy 98.3 FM. To give you a bit of what you missed over the few days, the acting Vice Chancellor of UEW,
attention, please,
in the person of Professor Andy of Oribrin Crown, yesterday advised the students not to see their graduation as a destination, but as a transition in their lives. So that they don't say that this is the end of it, you stop learning. You need to learn and learn and learn and learn, because that is the order of the day. They have also been advised to make themselves relevant in this competitive job market using their skills and attitudes acquired to make a difference, because they have been fortunately trained by the best teacher institution. So we'll be re-echoing some of those essential speeches today as the program progresses. We will be joined also by our university PRO, Ernest Azatiga, as well as Kim Batuka, who is the team leader, very soon, to be picking their views and thoughts on some salient points. We are still waiting for the procession or the arrival of convocation to start today's proceedings. Anamwa did say early on, whilst we were in the studio, that he dove his heart for the single individual, one graduating student. Now he's not a graduate, Mr. Richmond Eduardo, who yesterday swept about 5 awards, almost all in cash prizes, and that tells you that yes, he must be a genius to have come that far. We want to see more of such awards this morning, God willing. It is just a challenge to all the students that it is not just passing through the university. You need to make your mark. You need to be recognized, because you are forming a strong alumni base. And this is not just to add to the numbers, but when we are counting people who are making it outside UEW, your name should come up. So I want to entreat, these people are already going out, but if you are a student, you are doing the listening, the sky is the limit. Don't take chances. Be serious, be committed. Know why you are here. Take your studies seriously. Don't follow or join deviant groups. It will not help you, because you are here for a purpose. Being here for 4 good years is just by the grace of God. And if today you have successfully come out as a graduate, I think there's much to be thankful for. So let me go back to Anomo again and ask him what is his expectation for today's program.
So I Radio Winneba 98.3 FM or Facebook. Na in the end today basa University of Education Winneba or Yampumezi the amanation for wabaje entity we shoponimu. Yampumezi autodo Indonesia na fa ozikan na what's brain or ye afi na in the so Asian for wofi Faculty of Educational Studies, Faculty of Foreign Languages Education and Communication Studies, onye Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education, and one nende warpun oye one Asian for oye Asia ponemu. Asian for concours impime bien or high eduswa watch 2,178 nende warpun one Asia ponemu. Another oye Faculty of Science Education, Faculty of Home Economics Education, and School of Business na warpun one Asian for concours apim aheson yido awotwe 1,718 another weapon one. Those can now or Faculty of Science Education, Faculty of Social Sciences Education, Asian for concours apim ahanani edonan edosa Asia 1,436 in that weapon one. I feel na rain the kwan the Asian for impim do biakon ahanani edosun 11,477 in a Asia pony weapon one. If you oye Asia pony moon. Na Jumezinda not today basa ewo oye Winneba ha Jordan na wodi kan sha si wo ye enyim kra no no Asia for wo mampon inyi Kumase na wode won bom na wopon won sesia mampon inyi Kumase wat wo ho efi oye University of Education Winneba ho ama wo from won Akentin apia menka University of Skill Training and Entrepreneurial Development sisia wo je won ana namum esuafo a wo ho mfia na mfie ba asa ifie benzi ono ogudara wo hye esuaponi asenti wapon wona wo mfie anandui wona wo mfie ba asa wo konfia na ho wo mfie bi no wo konfie ba asa no so University of Education Winneba na yinda kwande wo bopon hon na wode won abodin krata ze ahye won nsa mo wode akọ akaye edwuma na sesera oye Winneba na edwuma ko na wo bom na woye University of Education Winneba wo sha se na indei da medical kan esuafo mpime bien ohanye do so awotwe 2178 na warpon hon ewo ha onka che biara mpanfo baba vice chancellor enye council chairman enye registrar obedi mpanfo nyim wona waton sa from won achechefo enye edwumayefo mpanfo wesu oponi mu na waba she dwumedi na ase na wa shase aponesuafo yi de hon abodin krata ahyewansa na wode akwa akapie edwuma ayeza aboa omani na ne kanko na vice chancellor ohwechi wesu oponi mu professor Andy Oforobrekran wo ne kase ahrumin oza atu na esuafo enyim de za wenyen ma onso hara won konko hu na enyim na kasenara ewo kan oda wo mbia wo siade ko enyim oye higher learning ehon adusua onye wiei nti onfa ho de ma wenya eyi won fa ne de oye anamona odikana wetu won mommodin ara konko hu na enyim na wonye nyim DP won fa mboa wara wo ho mpaja hono ho na bibi insan oye omanin council chairman de na idarin de obenye baby zama oye ne mofra wesu oponi mumu wenye baby wode wonta atro ochem de mbia wateten oye za onhyem kran onye ahmukakra mfama oye mpemfo beso mfa wohwesu oponi do deminti ogudaro return monoro a obenye baby ize amasiafo yi na se wo fie su oponi musu na wokwara won modern de inyimdi ahoro a wenya wo han wo ma ho abamfaso na emma wonfo wo ho nkahye brobonum bra ose nyankopan wonfo wo ho nko nkahye na onha won mo brapa na wonye dimpa medimpa wo benyansa oka wana bibi aso esuapono nam de so wonye dimbo na wo bisa na hin na wo kanya wan tsen wodin sabatin oye University of Education Winneba do hon na osrede won pede wo bodu won bombodin na wo bo brapa ma wanyi dinpa medimpan bibi so etum na aka esuaponin nti migudu America say oye mpanyfo ogudara warba jofus anama mensa conference center bia oye dwumedi orkodon na ya hye oye mpunhu dwumedi na ase na ho a wahwe o Facebook ho a wotie o radio nso obate ache na ho a wahwe o Facebook na de wohu video School of Department of Theatre Arts wahwe School of Creative Arts ase ahon na wodi mpanfo nyim wode ache no bo na wode mpanfo ba na wotum na woba ma ye hwedmedi ase ense wona wo ndi woru na obohu chami do of ma ono grofum was a symbol of authority university maze oye puma always yaponi mu ono na chami kisa ya odidi registrar nyim of course registrar ono no oye pin na what to trade edo oni mu oye administrator ono no oye pin eda we nara no nti ono na bibiara se esuaponi ridijuma oni na nyim onam de ono na oye pin ono na to no tra otwa no bonti ono no na nyim na woba oye dwumedi tedemiase na registration yehu members of convocation here oye achechefo na onye mpanyinfo a wahwe to oye administrators a wo esuaponi ano awon na woye members of convocation so registration a the microphone no oba ansana oye achechefo mpanyinfo betre senior lecturers professors na dina ba on nature no so ansana vice chancellor onye ni council chairman so waba na the woba pe ne di ashase wo bia yedirbrahum me anamoyi in the Yamon Namoa, then Bradaye and Deso, Emianum Kahu, Samuel McCarthy, or Bacasa Brofum, and as Azutik or Bacasa Brofum, King Batu, Caso, Bacasa Brofum, the Mara, young Crawford, what one made as a wrong baby, a more AP Genny, or no, she was Mamma Mini, Okahu, John Arthur, Sampana, Collins, Maestro, Andrew, now of course, John, on the studio, the Mara, and a million rice, up with the children, papa, my YouTube, the Brown, Umakari, Morphis, baby, I wouldn't be Yetuna, Yadi Brown, Bia, more. In that year, that ought to be a basan, or Pumhood Meza, ought to do Indonesia, University of Education, Winneba, Ashe, other Pun, Oye, Nation for, or Oye, Afim. Na them dot today by saying, Oye, Pumhood Meza, found all the can, or and Pumho to do a new Isia, Nimu, or is your pony, Nabako, Semu. Nasa and Penguin Yaret Nasa, University Chaplain, Obompai, na registrar oye pin na shop trade wa train sent kwa ye wa ha na on nature na jumedinara na yeshe ase na yezi abraham msan kan build there in the faculties anan na work on issue for Faculty of Educational Studies, Faculty of Foreign Languages and Education, School of Communication and Media Studies, and Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education. Owo ejumakun ho na watch kasa horo ewo na se ko ejumakun kasa konkonkon edwasa na watch ewo ho adisuadze konkonkon edwasa na se sere owo worikire nti bia wen ji kasa ho pede isun kasa na isun ye eti night ni ya mama kamfo oye University of Education Winneba mo na University of Education Winneba so oye ejumakun campus Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education ho na boko na akaje inyimdi papa etidaman na etum aka wona kasa na aka ne yen aya mso den de finara na wontum enka wonara hona kasa na won kan yen onunti ina esiaponi kasa ahorowa anya obaye won waja to no do mpedo obaye na otete nkofo ma wetum ate na wati ye na wetum na woze akye afoforo so nti se epede eti oye wona kasa eti wara kasa na itine ya bombadin de ebaba na abaji inyimdi mapa ewo oye University of Education Winneba na ono oye Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education ewo ejumakon ho na eboko na akaji dem inyimdi serite band which are not in room which are oye Department of Music Education oye School of Creative Arts ase ewo UWA ahon Sian for one in the was it Abraham. Watchna na them in Pumudu Mezi, the auto do a donation. I found all the canning in Ababa Ewi, Echina School of Creative Arts, Onye School of Graduate Studies, one Echina, Yami Adma Wapon, Oye, one is Sian for, or Oye is Japanese. say Jumidinara na Yerbeshe ase wahan. Meziza otodo edonu esia efa odzikan enda otodo ebasa 26th congregation first session near third day na yeze Ibrahim Jofus Anama Mensa Conference Center Jofus Anama Conference Center oye bia kesa esuaponi wo na aha na jumezi ahro esuaponi din za ofadom kese ni wodi ibie fadom ba ye mpime basa nti jumezi biara ohia dom kese domo borobeye ahenum ehayara na wodi wo haye bia osuye oncheri biara omanpena na dankwa akufado obobu adwumezi wo ha bra ECOWAS parliament wo ye huna ehedi ma wo ba ha na obezi na dam ehedi mpenfu chem de oye ehedi a odikana ECOWAS wedi ewo omani biara owo ECOWAS ne kropon Nucroponum, when do Nucroponum, no more there if you croponum, now what I call, or ye, you croak a crabum, or ye, ECOWAS, you could Nabacosim, on Cherry Biara, and I dem Jumezi, Obado, or ye Winneba, na Jofus Anama Mensa Conference Center, or University of Education Winneba, ho, Naha, na Jumezi, or by a war. Bia Yara, and dem Jumezi to the man, Wozy, and painful woofy. ECOWAS nara oba be share or ECOWAS parliament ne studio or Abuja or Nigerian oba be share na wozi nkoma offer ECOWAS oncheri biara na wozi dem dwume say UW abaye okraboshe bia nkofokra na wokor bia otum na offer nkofododo na wozi nkomo ahoro oboboa ema ECOWAS amanan etum na ejena nando aharo so bre na abrin jumezi ahurupi nara na ya wodi ewo aha so ya di Jumadin Rebrahum ewo Jofus Anama Mensa Conference Center onka chebiara ya behye ase ewo ha onche biara mpenfu onyara jiwongwa ya batena ase na ya di Jumadin Abraham in the University of Education Winneba opunation afa wobaji yimdi wa ha mfia bia na mfia nan wodi wona adusuade wodi aba ewie na ende esuafo nkonkonkon mpime bien ohayin edosun awotwe 2178 na ende so warp hon ewe esuapon mu we di kan apon dodwara ochna wopon apim ahenumi edosun awotwe kan wa na afi fa di kanan wa apon esuafo mpim do bi akon ahanan yin edosun esun 11,477 in the 2,178 mpime bien oha yin edosun awotwe na in the warp hon ewo oye esuaponi mu na brain jumedi so what's nice no words Department of Theatre Arts it was a asawro wazaba na inda so yaboshe asawa wazaba inda wazabawa bawa na wazabrain bawa asaw ne asawa ofi etifi anemanto num na oya asawa wasaw digi enyi ewo oye eho na ono ne da wode branye do the canon wode kadodo fi from Anton mu kadodo se worokokwa mbesiafo no wasaw na wode bo mbeyimfo nchidom ma wotumukun na wokun ye do the canon wode kadodo branye na ene da wode bawa so na wode branye bawan oye sawa wasaw de danyamiase wonadum ne humobor wode da hon ewu akrosha ase de wabo hon ema afi wonen doba aso ye ntisa ndoba aso a na wasaw de maso we de da ewu akror nyame ase na wode ikrum oye afi ni rano de we hye hon ma wado ma honen doba no so ayeye ono na wode saw ayaba wa aso ya ofi etifi ane mantum. Iti onche biara Vice Chancellor, onye Council Chairman, onye Registrar, ahoho a watu nsa afra won enyi mpinfu ahoro wobatena ase. No onye retena asa na yedi dwumedin yedi Abraham. Menko Samuel Makati wona onso oyen do ewo brofo kasem.
Well, thank you so much, Anamwa. If you are doing the listening, this is Windy 98.3 FM. You're also live on Facebook, Radio Windy 98.3 FM. Today is the third day of the congregation ceremony coming to you from the Jofos Anamwa Conference Center. And like Anamwa earlier indicated, we are waiting for the arrival of the registrar, the acting vice chancellor, and the governing chairman of these noble universities. So we kickstart the program. Today, unfortunately, we are starting a bit late. Yesterday was better. Exactly 9 or 6 minutes after 9, we started proceeding. But today we are a bit late. We want to crave the indulgence of our listeners to bear with us, but like we said early on, we're seeing 3 faculties graduating today: the Faculty of Foreign Languages Education, Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education, and as well as the Faculty of Science or Educational Sciences. Whilst we await the big men to come or to be with us to kickstart the program, let me also announce the presence of our team leader Kim Batuka and University PRO Ernest Azotiga. Let me first go to Kim Batuka for his opening remarks as far as this coverage is concerned.
Right, thank you very much to you, our listeners, and thank you very much, Makati and Anamwa. We are back once again here at the Jofos Anamwa Mensa Conference Center. This morning is day 3 of the first session of the 26th congregation. This morning we're having Faculty of Foreign Languages Education, Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education, and Faculty of Educational Studies. I think School of Communication are not graduating any students. So they are having 3 faculties that are graduating today at the Jofos Anamwa Mensa Conference Center. So I will go to Ernest to give us the statistics as to number of people, number graduates we are expecting this morning. A number of people who are graduating this morning. So Ernest will give us that summary, and then we'll go into it. The convocation members are here. We are waiting for the council, also procession of council members to also join us for the start of this morning's congregation ceremony here at the Jofos Anamamensa Conference Center. It's a colorful ceremony, a very beautiful one indeed. Those who are watching us on Facebook can attest it. Very nice, decorated with UW colors and Ghana flags and mixed. The stage is very nice, all set. The graduates are seated, waiting patiently for the conferment and what will transpire here this very morning. That's what we're all here waiting to take place this very morning. So if you're watching us on Facebook, it's Radio Winneba 98.3 FM. Listen to us. It's on 98.3 FM. So you can follow us on Facebook. Or you can also listen to us on the university's homepage, that www.uew.edu.gh. You can also listen to us. We're bringing you everything that will transpire at the Jofos Anamamensa Conference Center this very morning for the 26th congregation of the University Education Winneba. This is 98.3 FM, and our team of commentators are here, and we'll bring you everything. At the background is a rendition from the music department at its best, giving us very powerful patriotic songs, very inspiring to you for this morning. And of course, it's a good occasion, and we're all enjoying in here as we wait patiently for the start of the ceremony for the day 3. And quickly, good morning, and take us through today how many students we are expecting as far as the third day is concerned.
Okay, so this is day 3, December 17, 2021. We are expecting that a total of 2,178 students will be presented for graduation. We have 3 faculties here, and if you stretch it, 4 faculties. We have the Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education, Faculty of Foreign Languages Education, School of Communication and Media Studies, and then Faculty of Educational Studies. And out of the 2,178 students that will be presented for graduation today, we would have 2,003 of them earning their first degree today, and this will be across all the aforementioned faculties. And we also have 175 diploma for the Faculty of Educational Studies. So that's on the statistics, that's what we have for today.
So it seems that today is the highest that we are graduating the number of students.
Yes, of course. Like I mentioned before, on paper it looks like we have 3 faculties, but if you analyze it critically, you realize that it's 4. And the highest number of faculties we have had so far is 3. And if we have 4 today, you expect that the number will be much larger than the ones that we've seen before.
And one of the biggest faculties, the Faculty of Educational Studies.
Yes, it's one of the biggest faculties. I think that in the past it was the biggest. It appears that the Faculty of Social Sciences Education has overtaken it. And if you have the Faculty of Educational Studies together with the Faculty of Foreign Languages Education, Ghanaian Languages Education, School of Communication and Media Studies, yes, the numbers will certainly be high, because these are some of the faculties with the big numbers on this campus.
Your expectation for this morning?
I expect that the atmosphere as it's been in the last 3 days or so will be maintained, and actually picked a notch higher today because of the higher numbers that we have today, because of the fact that today too we are expecting the Deputy Minister of Education to be part of us to address congregants here. I expect that today should be a much better day ahead of the days we have had before.
You came here, we saw the graduates seated, waiting patiently. We've seen quite a number of them also coming in. It means that we are going to see a turnout very, very encouraging.
The turnout is already encouraging. If you look around, you see the auditorium is already full to capacity. Everybody is seated and waiting for the congregation to commence, and so I can predict that most people very soon will not even get the opportunity to come into the auditorium. It promises to be a great day, and we are glad that we are all part of the moment. We join in our gallant graduates to celebrate this very important accomplishment in their lives.
We are expecting a deputy minister. Who are we expecting? Is it Reverend?
I believe it's going to be Reverend Intim Fojo. I suspect he's going to be the one turning up for this particular occasion, and we can't wait to have him in the auditorium. I think we've been waiting for a while, and we pray that everything gets into place and the whole ceremony begins here, and we'll see how the momentum will pick up from there.
We're live on 98.3. Yesterday in the Vice Chancellor's speech, he spoke about we mountain 62 programs. That's we are looking at 2 PhDs and 22 postgraduate programs, and the rest goes for undergraduate. That's remarkable within the year under review.
Yes, I think that is quite an impressive job that is being done by faculty and staff of the university to bring on board 62 new programs. Many of them are postgraduate programs. I think that is the right direction to go. As a university, of course, as the Vice Chancellor clearly indicated, we need to grow as an institution. At the same time, we should be meeting global standards and global expectation. And so in doing this, we take into consideration the global environment and the trend as it is, so that the programs that we bring in are relevant to the various professionals within the country, and that they will be relevant to the course of our development trajectory, and that is the most important. I think that as a nation, we've gotten to a point where we need all hands on board, we need professionals on board, and we need the tertiary institutions to be providing relevant training and relevant education to, as it were, accelerate this development process.
Right, live on 98.3 F, and we'll be discussing more in the course of the coverage for this morning. So folks from Ajumaku are here, and the numbers, those who are there listening to us, coming to you live from the Jofos Anamamensa Conference Center this morning. That's where the 26th congregation ceremony is currently taking place. That day 3. We are having 3 faculties. We look at it. I want that next day we should stretch it. We are having 4 faculties today for this very important occasion. So we'll be enjoying some rendition from the music department. We're back to continue our coverage, continue analysis right here on 98.3 FM. It's Wednesday morning. That's the radio Winneba 98.3 FM, and this is our coverage for this morning. Our team of commentators are ready, and we'll bring you up to speed at 2 minutes right here on 98.3 FM. So we'll enjoy some music, and we'll come back to continue analysis. rise to receive. Welcome you back. This is our coverage, the day 3 of the 26th congregation of the University of Education Winneba, currently having Governing Council procession. As we were hinted earlier, we were expecting the Deputy Minister of Education to join us. We're looking forward for that. So we'll start the day's ceremony. In the shot right now is the Registrar of the University of Education of Winneba, Samuel Square, leading the council session. Live on 98.3 FM. And this is our coverage for this morning from the Conference Center, North Campus. So very soon, the council procession of them will take their seats. And we'll have the purpose of the gathering for this morning, and the whole proceedings will start. Yeah, I've seen the Deputy Minister of Education, Reverend Fojo, in our mix. I'm representing the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo. For today. 3.3 FM. So this morning we're graduating over 2,000 students from 3 faculties: Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education at Jumako, Faculty of Education, and Educational Studies. These are faculties. This morning we are graduating students from, or we are having graduates from this very morning. We have an opening prayer from the University Chaplain, Reverend Dr. Edwards.
While we still remain standing, let's take the opening prayer, please. Let us pray. We are praying in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Yet another day, we are beginning with you, Lord. What can we do without you? Your holy word says, without me, you can do nothing. And we acknowledge that. But my prayer, my simple prayer this morning is that let everything be done according to your grace. Let everything be done as you have purposed. Those of us that are graduating, let it today be a remarkable day that we can say for sure our experience has been so remarkable. I pray, committing every system, everything that we do here, any session that we will organize, that it shall be done all to thy glory, O God. This university shall exceedingly abundantly above all become an institute of excellence. We thank you for hearing our prayer, because we have prayed in no other name but the name of Jesus. Amen.
Live at the Jofos Annual Mensa Conference. Very soon, we'll be hearing from the registrar, who is a moderator for university official activities or programs. And very soon, we'll hear from the Governing Council Chairman's address, a welcoming address, and the acting Vice Chancellor, as well as the Deputy Minister, who is representing the President this very morning.
Good morning, my dear graduates. I wish to commend you for fully observing the COVID-19 protocols. And for your information, the vaccination team is just outside the premises. As soon as we complete the exercise, any one of you who is yet to take his vaccination must see the team for the vaccination. Yesterday, your police patronized extensively, and I want to appeal to you and bring it to your attention to have the vaccination. Thank you. Acting Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to invite the chairman of the University Council, Nana Ofuli Ansan the First, the Jasehene of Akwiapim Association, to deliver his welcome address and constitute today's assembly into a congregation. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Deputy Minister of Education, Reverend Ntim Fojo, representing the President here today, Honorable Member of Parliament for the Futu Constituency, Alex Afenyamakin, members of UEW Governing Council, Acting Vice Chancellor and Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Ofuri Brekwan, Registrar Sovia Oseberuma Estra, University Librarian Mr. Viscount Bueno Tibue, Finance Officer Mr. Francis Obin, Principal, College of Languages Education, Ejuma Professor Dominic Kweku, and so many. Name Gate 7, Omahin of the Futu traditional area. Okugudrovo Nana Kwame Nahama, Abebi the second. Omahene of Ejumako traditional area, members of convocation and staff of the university, municipal chief executive for Ifutu, principals of colleges of education present, members of Ifutu Traditional Council, the clergy, distinguished invited guests, the media, parents and guardians, distinguished graduates, students, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Governing Council of the Academic Board of the University of Education, Winneba, I take this opportunity to welcome you all to this first section of the 26th graduation ceremony as we celebrate great achievements. I am glad to come before you today to celebrate with you, especially those graduating today, the long journey to these well-deserved degrees or diplomas. It is a momentous and memorable event that will mark a turning point in your lives. We are here, your fellow students, academic and non-academic staff, parents and friends, as well as witnesses of your outstanding and admirable achievements. As we join you to celebrate your success, it is crucial to remember that you did not achieve this alone. You pursued this degree and were successful, but you did so with the help of your parents and guardians, entire family and friends, and loved ones, not excluding your lecturers and the supporting staff. They are all proud of your achievement. The reason why some have come in large numbers to join to celebrate with you, we welcome them all. University of Education Winneba has organized its congregation via virtual mode last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We are very grateful to God for the opportunity to hold these years by face-to-face, as we have long desired. I will urge all of you to continue to observe the social protocols as we go about celebrating your achievements. On behalf of the Governing Council and this entire congregation, I wish to congratulate all the graduates for this feat. Let me take this opportunity to thank the government, especially the Ministers of Education and Finance, for their support for the university in terms of financial clearance. Recently, UEW received financial clearance to recruit new staff, particularly lecturers, to augment the overburdened number of personnel. I am glad to state that this is the first time in the history of this great institution that such a number of financial clearance has been given. The financial clearance received by UEW would help us develop and consolidate our position as Ghana's leading teacher education institution. Like Oliver Twist, we always ask for more. I would like to commend management and staff for their hard work and dedication in bringing UEW this far. I must also express my gratitude to our students who have persevered and remained focused, disciplined, and peaceful throughout the year, and indeed throughout their academic careers, creating an enabling environment for academic work to go on smoothly. To fulfill its role as a center of teacher education, the University of Education, Winneba, has continued to excel in providing quality education in Ghana and beyond. The university recently signed a memorandum of understanding with the Ghana Armed Forces to establish a study center at the Ghana Military Academy and Training School, Accra, Teshi. UW is expected to design and provide market-driven contemporary programs to help fortify the nation's security services. Quite recently, UW hosted the opening ceremony of the Economic Community of West Africa States, ECOWAS, Parliamentary Summit, with His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo in attendance. The high-level ECOWAS Parliamentary Interactive Summit and then the 2021 second extraordinary session of the sub-regional body were convened outside the major cities of member states for the first time. A new university governing council for the university was appointed and inaugurated on the 19th of August by the Minister of Education at the Ministry's Accra. The Governing Council wishes to take this opportunity to express our profound gratitude to the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, for the confidence reposed in us and appointing us to this highest office of the university. We promise to continue the good works of our predecessors and ensure that the University of Education, Winneba, achieves its vision of becoming the center of excellence in teacher education in the sub-region. While thanking the President, we also wish to congratulate our predecessors, especially the immediate past Governing Council, under the chairmanship of Professor Obin Mriku, for the yeoman's job. On behalf of the current Governing Council and the entire university, I express our appreciation to you for your contribution towards the development of this great university. On the 30th September 2021, the term of office of the former Vice-Chancellor, Reverend Father Professor Anthony Afuguni, ended. However, Council was unable to appoint a new Vice-Chancellor due to a court process that was served on the university injuncting the Council from receiving the report of the Vice-Chancellor's Search Committee. Nonetheless, in order not to create any administrative gap, Council has invoked the provision made in the University of Education Act 2004, Act 672, Section 14(2)B, Section 14(b), and requested the Pro Vice-Chancellor, Professor Anthony Afugoni, to act as the Vice-Chancellor until a substantive Vice-Chancellor is appointed. Thus, Professor Brickman has since assumed duty. Council wants to assure the university and the general public that efforts will be made to get the university a substantive Vice-Chancellor as soon as the way is cleared. Council therefore craved the support of all and sundry for Professor Andy Ofori-Brickman for an effective management of the university. The university continues to ask the government for assistance in resolving the university's accommodation challenges. The university has, for some time now, been unable to accommodate a large number of its students and staff. Unfortunately, Some landlords in Winneba and its environs are charging exorbitant rates for accommodation, and in several places, the conditions and environment of those houses are not the best for the students and learning. All these are a big challenge for students and us as a university, for those for whose invitation they are here in Winneba or Ejumako. The university embarked on a few hostel accommodation projects which stalled due to funding gap. These hostel facilities are at various stages of completion and will require government assistance to help complete them. Education is a great investment which always pays off. We wish to call on interested estate developers to partner the university in making this investment in providing decent accommodation for students. The university and government will focus on the other aspects of investments of education as required. I would like to congratulate the parents of our graduates on your patience, sacrifice, and resolve to leave an enduring legacy for their children. By investing in their future, you have made the right decision. These words will be a source of pride for you, the country, and their generation. And to our graduates, you now have a responsibility to yourself, your family, your country, because of this degree. You have to work hard as you enter this job market, as you enter the job market with the knowledge, skills, and above all, the attitude that you have acquired during the period of your study. Use the talents, attitudes, and training you have gained during your time at the university to alter your respective settings for the good and to help address societal challenges. There's no shortcut to wealth. The education you have had should challenge you to eschew laziness and work. Never think of engaging yourselves in sakawa and other dubious means of getting rich overnight. Consider how to partner with your colleagues to start businesses. It could be on a very low profile. If you remain focused and well determined, with the blessing of God, and in less than no time, success will be yours. I urge you all to start thinking outside the box for something to survive on, instead of chasing jobs which may not be readily available. In conclusion, I would like to encourage you to be good ambassadors of the university. Go out and serve with respect and pride. Maintain good governance, integrity, transparency, and accountability, and constantly uphold our national ideals, which we adore and cherish in our hearts. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. And now, with the power vested in me as the chairman of the Governing Council of the University of Education, Winneba, I do hereby declare the first session of the 26th Congregation of the University duly constituted for the purpose of conferring degrees and awarding diplomas and certificates. Thank you, and God bless us all.
the representative of His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Deputy Minister of Education, Honorable Reverend Intim Fojo, the Chairman and members of the Governing Council of the University, representative of Sister University present, other government representatives at the national, regional, and local level, members of the management team, Commandant, Police Command and Staff College, Chief Superintendent Dinam Zoiku, the staff of the university, traditional and religious leaders, UEW, GRASAG, and SRC presidents, alumni, friends of UEW, parents and guardians, our resilient and hardworking graduating students, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the Academic Board and management of this university, it is my distinguished privilege and honor to associate myself with the Chairman of the Governing Council to welcome you all to the first session of the 26th Congregation of the University of Education, Winneba. This gathering is a powerful testimony of the transformative potential of education to society and the power of human mind in shaping our nation's development processes through health advances, scientific and agricultural innovation to propel efficient public and private sector growth. I am extremely grateful to all of you, especially our faculty, our administrators, and stakeholders for sustaining our effort to chart this course thus far. I also appreciate the time parents and our distinguished invited guests have taken out of their busy schedules to be here with us to celebrate this wonderful occasion with our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, the annual graduation ceremony of the university is always the highlight of the academic year for all of us here at UEW. This unique event affords us the opportunity to come together as a community to honor and congratulate our gallant graduating class, in this case, the class of 2021, for the various levels of academic achievement gathered over the course of their study here in UEW. Congregation is always a special event filled with pleasure, eagerness, and overwhelming pride to share in the accomplishment of our graduates who are moving forward into the world as ambassadors of UEW. I am profoundly glad that this is the first time since 2019 that our university has been able to celebrate this event in person together with the graduating class since COVID-19 hit us in March 2020. So you can imagine you are the luckiest group in 2 years. It is heartwarming to directly witness the pride in your faces, in those of your families, lecturers, UW staff, boyfriends and girlfriends, and I am filled with appreciation and excitement knowing that regardless of the numerous challenges you encountered in this phasing out journey, you have triumphed not only over the challenges direct to academic, but also triumphed over the mighty global pandemic, COVID-19. Purpose of gathering. Nana Chairman, congregation ceremonies, as you are aware, are also special occasions in the lives of educational institutions during which degrees, diplomas, and certificates are conferred upon students. There are also occasions where we take stock of our key activities, report to our valued stakeholders, and highlight our distinctive products. At this event, the most notable product of our toil is the graduating class of 2021. As a result, a detailed report of the university's activities has been compiled as the annual report for the 26th congregation for your attention. I will, however, provide some highlights here. University management and governance. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, since I was notified to assume office as the acting Vice Chancellor on 1st October 2021, my major preoccupation has been to deepen the process of reconciliation, inclusion, and healing our university in a very progressive and pragmatic manner. We believe that to move our university towards achieving its vision, we need to harness and resourcefully manage all its potentials and resources to the collective benefit of all. And this means bringing on board all who share in this vision. We are therefore determined to foster an atmosphere of peace and harmony in furtherance of the development of our dear university. Hafsat Abiola, a Nigerian human rights, civil rights, and democracy activist, sums up this noble pursuit in the following statement. I quote, "Peace comes from being able to contribute the best that we have and all that we are toward creating a world that supports everyone. But it is also securing the space for others to contribute their best, the best that they have and all that they are." Unquote. New academic programs. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in the year under review, as many as 62 new academic programs were introduced. These were made up of 2 Doctor of Philosophy programs, 22 Master of Philosophy programs, 2 MBA programs, 3 MSc programs, 5 MA programs, 5 Master of Education programs, 20 undergraduate programs, 2 diploma programs, and 1 certificate program. The programs were introduced as part of our vision to expand our institution to meet various professional interests and areas of specialization, including the demand for contemporary global environment. Newer programs that will be rolled out in the coming year include 2 Doctor of Philosophy programs to be run by the Faculty of Social Sciences Education under the Department of Political Science and the Department of Geography, and also an MA and MPhil program in African Studies. Inclusive education. Nana Chair, it is an open secret that inclusiveness is at the core of our values as an institution. For this reason, we have established a Braille library to support students with special needs. The Braille library is being continuously resourced for it to become the best of such library in the country. As part of our commitment to this cause, management has decided to move the services at the library some notches higher by dedicating more resources towards its functionalities. And let me also indicate that today we're going to graduate another student with special needs. Last 2 years, the student graduated with a diploma. Now, today, that student is special out of all the students because of the needs that she has. Visually impaired, hearing impaired, and is it language impaired or speaking impaired? And we pride ourselves on that. And so I think I will urge all of us, especially those of us here, when the person is mentioned and comes up here, we give her a special ovation for braving the odds and coming thus far to graduate. And it shows the sense in which UW has mainstreamed inclusivity in its academic activities. Management-student relationship. This administration continues to evolve effective and efficient governance structures that emphasize students at the centerpiece of university governance. We believe in a process that allows students to become equal partners and participants in shaping the fortunes and destiny of the university. The participatory approaches that management has adopted in the last few years have allowed our students to have the opportunity to contribute equally towards the full realization of their potential and the collective vision of our noble institution. We want to congratulate our students, especially the student leadership, for the SRC and grassroots elections that were successfully conducted a few weeks ago. In recent years, our students have had very peaceful and successful elections at all levels. We congratulate our students and want to assure the new leadership that we shall continue to sustain our relationship as equal partners in our common desire to make the university one of the best in the country and in the sub-region. Physical development and resources. Dear graduates, a few months ago, we commissioned the Student Center. And immediately after that, it became a photo shoot gallery. We want to assure you that now the center is open and you go in and conduct all your one-stop activities there and as well take all the photos that you want to take. The fixing of furniture and allocation of offices at the Student Center have been done. In the coming days, the center will come up live with full-scale student-centered activities. Additionally, we have procured new sets of modern furniture for all the new lecture theaters to create the necessary conducive environment for teaching and learning. ECOWAS Summit. The university played host to the opening ceremony of the Economic Community of West African States high-level parliamentary seminar. The President of the Republic of Ghana and current chair of the ECOWAS Authorities of Heads of State and Government, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, delivered the opening address to delegates here at UW and precisely at this very conference center. The occasion was the first time the ECOWAS Parliament was hosted away from the capital city. The event has opened doors of opportunity for our faculty and staff to collaborate with the sub-regional body on several academic and research fronts. We once again extend our gratitude to the Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament, the President of the Republic of Ghana, and the Member of Parliament for Efutu constituency, Honorable Alexander Afenyo-Markin, for providing our university with this unique and historic opportunity to showcase to the world what we have and can do. Graduating statistics. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this session of the 26th congregation scheduled from the 13th to 18th December 2021, a total of 11,477 students will be graduating. 11,477 students will be graduating. Please, we need to applaud our lecturers and our staff and our students. Out of this total figure, 418, representing 4%, will be awarded diplomas. 9,999 students, representing 87%, will be awarded first degrees, while 1,060 students, representing 9%, will be awarded various postgraduate degrees. Out of the 9,999 students, 555, representing 5%, obtained first class. 2,985, representing 10%, had second class upper. 3,766, representing 38%, had second class lower. 2,074, representing 21%, had third class, while 619, representing 6%, obtained a pass. From a pass through first class, we here believe that all of you have done very well. We put in your best and we congratulate you. Chairman, on Monday, 13th December 2021, being the first day of the first session of our 26th congregation, a total of 4,472 students from the faculties in Kumasi and Mampong campuses of AMUSTEM were presented with diplomas, first degrees, and various postgraduate degrees. There were 5 PhD graduates, 63 M.Phil graduates, 62 M.Tech graduates, 11 MSc graduates, 55 MBA graduates, 11 M.Ed graduates, 4,198 first degree graduates, and 67 diploma graduates. Chairman, on Wednesday, 15 December 2021, being day 1 for Winneba session, a total of 1,468 students from the Faculty of Social Sciences Education received their first degrees. Yesterday, Thursday, 16 December 2021, day 2 for the Winneba session, a total of 1,781 students from the Faculty of Science Education and School of Business were presented with the first degrees and diplomas. These comprise 1,178 first degrees and 18 diplomas for the Faculty of Science Education and 603 first degrees for the School of Business. Today, Friday, 17 December 2021, being day 3 for the Winneba session, a total of 2,178 students from the Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education, Faculty of Foreign Languages Education, and Faculty of Educational Studies will take their turn to graduate. This comprising 2,003 first degrees across the aforementioned faculties and 175 diplomas for the Faculty of Educational Studies. Day 4, Saturday, 18 December 2021, the climax of the first session of the 26th congregation will see a total of 1,578 students from the Schools of Creative Arts and Graduate Studies presented for graduation. They consist of 158 diploma students, 567 first degree, 190 postgraduate diploma in education, 13 executive masters, 63 MA, 340 MA, 5 MSc, 30 MBA, 201 MPhil, and 11 PhD graduates. Now advice to graduates. As you celebrate today's accomplishment, I implore you to see your graduation as a transition, not a destination. A journey to improve society and yourself in significant ways. Never ever stop learning. We should leave the university and enter into the world of work with the mindset that we have a lot more to learn. Therefore, our approach to work should be a mindset to inquire, observe, recognize that we may be incorrect every now and then, and that we are always work in progress in order to master our work and craft. Far too many of us often stop learning, but we should bear in mind that the most successful people anywhere, whether in academia, business, and generally in life, are those constantly learning and working hard to improve and develop themselves. The COVID-19 pandemic highlights the need and role of information technology as a leveler for economic transformation and growth. I therefore urge you to acquire the relevant digital skills to leverage technology and to pursue future academic and professional goals. As graduates and professionals, UW's long-standing tradition of comprehensive training has empowered you to become a source of enlightenment to our contemporary and future society. You have the power not only to imagine better, but to hopefully translate this imagination into action. As J.K. Rowling, in her Harvard commencement speech in 2008 indicated, we do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the power in ourselves. And we need to have the power only to imagine better, unquote. As a professional business partner, you are from the best teacher institutions south of the Sahara. Be a crusader of the teaching profession, illuminate like a candle in the dark, and shape positively the lives of generations now and yet unborn. My dear graduates, I also entreat you to strive for integrity and sincerity, unleash your critical thinking skills, and show your proven values, and have a positive attitude towards work. These virtues will set you apart from the rest and ignite the flame that will dispel the darkness of ignorance among our people, and prove to the world that you were truly nurtured from the University of Excellence. Maintain and create a social world that brings you your richest self and be conscious of everything that you do. When you hit your lowest point, turn to your network and your strongest and closest relationships for support. You surely need them to survive and thrive in this seemingly unfair world. I urge you, therefore, to join your alumni for networking opportunities, learn and build newer career tools and goals, and most importantly, give back to the growth and development of your institution, UEW. Significantly, abide by the COVID-19 safety protocols and be an ambassador to stop the spread and keep our communities safe from the pandemic. Conclusion. Chair, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, graduates, invited guests, I wish to express my profound gratitude to you all for honoring our invitation. May God continue to keep you and grant you traveling mercies back to your destinations. God bless our graduates. God bless UW. God bless Ghana, our motherland. Thank you.
FM. That was a speech delivered by their acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Andy Ofori-Brinkwan. Now we're going to have some performances from the theatre department or the School of Creative Arts. That's their performance at its best. Happened live at the Jofos Animal Conference.
Congratulations.
Still on Windy 98.3 FM.
The School of Creative Arts, doing creativity at its best. Ladies and gentlemen, the next item on the program is the address by the representative of the President. I have the singular honor to invite the Deputy Minister of Education, Honorable Reverend John Intim Fodwo.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Regional Minister, Chairman of Council, Nana Ofori Ansa, the first members of the University Governing Council, the Acting Vice Chancellor and Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Andy Ofori Breakwine, the Registrar, Honorable Member of Parliament, the Municipal Chief Executive, Nenyi Gati, the 7th, of Mahine of Efutu Traditional Area, Okudru Fuji Abo Nana Kwamina Hama Abebiu, the 2nd, of Mahine of Ejumako Traditional Area, the clergy, members of convocation, junior members in statu populari, senior members in local parentis, representatives from sister universities, service commanders, distinguished invited guests, members of the press, graduates, friends and families of graduates present, ladies and gentlemen, I convey to you the warm compliment of His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic, on whose behalf I deliver this address. It is also fitting to bring to you the kind regards of Dr. Yao Ose Edichum, Minister for Education. I am highly delighted to be participating in the celebration of achievements of students for the first session of the 26th Congregation Ceremony of the University of Education, Winneba. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing this event today with expectation that education is a good investment for every individual, community, and nation as a whole. We have gathered here thus to witness the graduation of students who have endured the university's academic discipline and deserve to be awarded various degrees. Nana Chair, government is dedicated to providing equitable access to quality education by all with the right collaborations and policies in place, such as the Gallup Project. And this is in keeping with our deepest conviction that education is the clearest pathway for any society that aims to transform itself into a modern, productive player in the global markets, living behind poverty and aid dependency. Nelson Mandela, of blessed memory, once said, and I quote, "Education is the most powerful tool and most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world," end of quote. Understanding this critical role of education, then, we would all agree that it should be handled with all objectivity and without the slightest of partisan or political biases. Over the years, we have demonstrated government's commitment and willingness to commit the last person to educate the last child, knowing that the future and development of our country depends on this. I want to reiterate government's commitment to develop all sectors of education in the country in order to build an educated, skilled, and confident society equipped with global competencies. This is evident in many interventions rolled out under the Gallup Project, such as the disbursement of learning grants aimed to ensure that the beneficiary schools have adequate funding to achieve minimum learning outcomes, and the development of lesson modules for radio, TV, and online dissemination for basic education. And lastly, the preparation and distribution of preloaded devices with learning materials. In a nutshell, this government is not ready to settle for anything less than getting well-educated and motivated teachers into Ghana's schools to improve learning outcomes. That is why we have taken the necessary steps in ensuring that the minimum requirements for teaching at all levels of our pre-tertiary education system will be a first degree. The enhanced compensation and the one teacher, one laptop initiative at facilitating teaching, lesson planning, learning outcomes. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the University of Education Winneba has been and continues to be a partner in playing significant roles in the area of training teachers and developing educational policies or framework in the country. In view of this, we are prepared to support you and other education institutions of higher learning to improve upon facilities to be able to absorb huge number of applicants who will be knocking on your doors, seeking admission, and to help you deliver on your mandate. On this note, Nana Chair, I want to commend the immediate past council and management of the university for the foresightedness and the thoughtfulness by channeling much of your resources into infrastructural development. We are all witnesses to the number of infrastructural projects which were commissioned last year, most of which were student-centered. All these were done to support government's efforts to provide quality education to the Ghanaian child. More grease to your elbow, I urge the council and management of the present regime to sustain and enhance this trajectory and to take urgent steps to resolve all outstanding matters so that together and in unity we can achieve our collective objectives of positioning UEW as a globally competitive institution of higher learning. Nana Chair, it is heartwarming to note that the University of Education Winneba continues to be a shining light in promoting inclusive education policy. This is evident in a good number of persons with special needs graduating today and having excelled in their disciplines from this noble institution. Indeed, in pursuit of sustainable development goals, and in particular Goal 4, no one will be left behind nor left out on the opportunity for inclusive, equitable, and quality education. We will continue to create lifelong learning opportunities for all through the government's inclusive education policy. Cost will not be a barrier to education. Disability must not become a barrier. Free SHS policy, no guarantor policy or student loan trust fund, and inclusive education policy currently under implementation by this government are testament to our commitment to remove all these barriers beyond the rhetoric. Nana Chair, ladies and gentlemen, you will all agree with me that the COVID-19 pandemic came with some lessons into the future. And integrating technology into education is one of them. The government will continue to explore and collaborate with all stakeholders to bring about innovative and creative ways of learning with technology. I urge you all to get vaccinated so that we can get back to normalcy for rapid economic growth. But while at it, please continue to observe all protocols. Now to my dear graduates. Now to the splendid young men and women clad in academic regalia, waiting patiently to be declared graduates. I congratulate you all on your achievements. I say ayuko to you. Indeed, the joy of graduation is all about the process of having been completely transformed by the university from the time of arrival to the point of departure. It is my hope that not only have you passed through the four walls of this university, but the ideals of excellence, dedication, and innovation of this university have passed through you. I know the journey has not been easy, as you are lucky graduating from this dynamic, noble institution today. Remember that having seen this day, you have a world out there to win, to make a difference, and not to disappoint. Being a graduate may not necessarily make you the richest person in your community, but our country needs people with expanded knowledge as enablers for wealth creation and development. I therefore urge you all to strive to pursue integrity, sincerity, hard work, commitment, determination, and dedication. Ideals that will make you successful in life and which would make this university and Ghana and your families proud of you. It is my wish that this milestone will propel you to greater heights in the beautiful future ahead of you, each one of you, in spite of its possible uncertainties. As you celebrate, do not forget all those who have sacrificed and have brought you this far, including your parents, guardians, friends, other relations, and entire university community. Do not forget the lifelong friendships and networks that you have built within the four walls of this university. May the Lord grant you grace to change the world as ambassadors with a vision and mandate. Once again, congratulations. I say, I equal to you all. God bless University of Education, Winneba. God bless you all. God bless Ghana. I thank you very much for your attention.
Deputy Minister of Education, Reverend Ntim Fojo, who happens to be a Member of Parliament for Aston North, representing the Minister of Education and the President of the Republic of Ghana. He has delivered his speech not too long, a speech that he has delivered. I'll go to Ernest Zotiga. What he make out of, before I go to McCarthy, what he make out of the minister's speech, which he just delivered. Ernest, one thing that I took note of, the controversial one teacher, one laptop, which on a few days ago, a teacher group demonstrated, and they are not happy with the process and the amount and other things.
I believe around that time when announcements, you heard the reaction of the teachers. I wish to leave it at that, and I hope that the suggestions that are coming through, because there have been a lot of complaints about those laptops, but people have also suggested that the specs could be upgraded to some level so that it makes it very functional. And I believe that the ministry and the teacher unions are listening and will buy into it and make sure that they do the needful. I think one other thing that caught my attention was inclusive education and government's determination to ensure that no one is left behind, providing the facilities and ensuring that those with special needs are able to pursue their academic dreams without restriction. It's a very good thing, and I'm happy that he mentioned that in this direction UW is already taking the lead, and of course manifested in the number of people with disabilities who are graduating at the first session of the 26th congregation.
Right. McCarthy, before I go to Anamwa, McCarthy, the minister has spoken. He is representing the president and the minister of education eloquently well, and government continues to pay critical attention to teachers, and that's why they continue to recruit quite a number of teachers into our schools. What do you make of his speech?
Well, I think salient points out there, as he enumerated. We all know the importance of education in this modern dispensation of ours, and so, like he rightly said, that is the best way to go. My only problem has to do with the number of students we churn out every year, and how these students will get placement in the job market. And I think much as I applaud or laud government's efforts in making education a priority in Ghana, we should also be thinking about the other side. What next after school? That is very, very important. I think he also touched on the fact that, or let me say, he paid hope to the previous governing council for coming out with a number of infrastructural projects on campus. That means that government knows what UEW is doing in a small way to contribute to education in Ghana. It's augmenting government's efforts in giving out quality or providing quality education to the people, and he's also encouraged the council to do same. I think it's revealing to know these things. So all these things are not done in vain. It means that yes, the good works coming out of UEW is not only hidden here, is out even the let me say doorsteps of government, and that is commendable. That is commendable.
Thank you very much.
Mensa Conference Center, where University of Education Winneba. In the end, Autodo Basa, University of Education Winneba, all punation for Autodo Edonu Esia, Mpuhu Meza Autodo Edonu Esia, then the Autodo Ebasa, in there. Now, in there, faculties Ebasa, school curriculum, the work on Esia for faculties near Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education, or wage Marco, Faculty of Foreign Languages Education. Faculty of Educational Studies, on your school communication and media studies. What you do, I want in the work on one Asian form. Now, in the
because a lot of the fit dancing with the renditions being played here, the first one from the band, the popular songs, and you can come and see the auditorium, the students. This very morning, and it's so feet also dancing. I saw the acting vice chancellor also dancing to this tune.
Congratulations.
This is a coverage.
Yami. Nana Chair, today we are going to do conferment of degrees and award of diplomas to 3 faculties. The faculties are Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education, Faculty of Foreign Languages Education. This is the Vice Chancellor's faculty. Faculty of Foreign Languages Education. And the Faculty of Educational Studies. Chairman, I call upon Dr. Regina Ofoliwa Caesar, the Dean of the Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education, to present students of the faculty to you for the conferment of their degrees. Thank you.
Will the graduating students of the Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education please rise and remain standing. Please rise and remain standing. the Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education who have successfully completed the degree requirements in this university and have been found worthy in learning to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Tree Education, Tree with English Education, Tree with Linguistics Education, Tree with French Education, Fancy Education, Fancy with English Education, Fancy with Linguistics Education, Enzima Education, Enzima with English Education, EVE Education, EVE with English Education, EVE with Linguistic Education, GA Education, GA with English Education, GA with Linguistics Education, GA with French Education, Dangwe Education, Dangwe with English Education, Dangwe with Linguistics Education, Dagbani Education, Dagbani with English Education, Dagbani with Linguistics Education, Dagari Education, Dagari with English Education, Goroni Education, Goroni with English Education, Gonja Education, Gonja with English Education, Kasim Education, Kasim with English Education, Kasim with Linguistic Education, Kusam Education, Kusam with English Education, and Kusam with Linguistic Education. Those present and those unavoidably absent, whose names appear on the list and for whom I stand proxy.
In an acting capacity and by the authority of the Academic Board, I admit you all and severally to the degree of Bachelor of Arts of the University of Education, Winneba. Congratulations.
My dear graduates, the arrangement since Monday is that we call on the first class graduating students to come upstage to shake hands with the Vice Chancellor, the Chair, the Registrar, and the Rep of the President. Thank you.
Simon Morris. First class. Sorry. First class. Tali Miranda Akofa. Ligbidi Ida. Akofa Sherita Linat. Hosu Peter Kwa. Gomache Lucas Achu. Homaji Martin. Bachelor of Arts, even with English Education, first class. Achu Moses. Bachelor of Arts, Family Education, first class. Hackman Elizabeth. Onuma Susie. Often Ebenezer Kobna. First class Arts. Sorry. Bachelor of Arts, Fancy Education with English. Esua Grace Nana Ama. Nketia Leonard Dan. Bachelor of Arts, Education. First class Adams Nora Na Ode. Niako Patience. Bachelor of Arts, Ghana with English Education. First class Ashi Biola Ade. Tete Ruby Tioko. Bachelor of Arts, Gonja Education. First class Asana Mahama. Bachelor of Arts in Zimmer Education, first class, Ate Matthew. Bachelor of Arts, Tree Education, first class, Ejewa Ousu Sechere, Akwagu Prisla, Ohinidua Daiki, Ochiri Kingsley, Osei Frederick, Opong Enoch Mensah, Opoku Solomon. Bachelor of Arts, Tree with English Education, first class, Misa Belinda Tufo, Foucault John, Atta Gideon, Osei Isaac Mensah. Bachelor of Arts, Dangme Education, first class, Aye Nimatu, Te Emmanuel. Bachelor of Arts, Dangme with English Education, first class, Te Ozi Sylvia Atu.
Praise the first class graduate. Please keep standing. Now, having been conferred with your various degrees, we request you to move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. You may please resume your seat. We move on to the conferment of degrees to graduating students from the Faculty of Foreign Languages Education. Chair, I call upon Dr. Charlotte Fofo-Lomoti, the Dean of the Faculty of Foreign Languages Education, to present students of the faculty to you for the conferment of their degrees. Thank you.
Will the graduating students of the Faculty of Foreign Languages Education please rise and remain standing? Chairman, I have the honor to present to you those students of the Faculty of Foreign Languages Education who have successfully completed the degree requirements in the university and have been found worthy in learning to be admitted to the Bachelor of Arts in English Education, English with Linguistics, French Education, French with English Education, French with German Education, and French with Linguistics. Those present and those unavoidably absent whose names appear on the list and for whom I stand proxy.
By the authority of the Academic Board, I admit you all and severally to the degree of Arts of the University of Education, Winneba. Congratulations.
Please remain standing.
Language.
Remain standing.
Bachelor of Arts in English.
Oredu Jennifer Amachiwa, Asamoah Obeng Ajay, Aliu Emanuela, Fortune Lavi, Yankee Emmanuel, Anafo Sifas, Anan Faustina, Duzi Lillian, Boama Philip, Bentum Bridget, Aseba Mahamadou, Boko Courage Mauli, Inkum Elizabeth, Donko Paul Rasford, Atiapa Monica Mamle, Aipa Robert Kwabena, Akofu Diana, Techi Joanna Aisibia, Bachelor of Arts in French Education, First Class Honors, Benjamin Atanga, Anda Prisla, Chinyo Rita Felicity, Richmond Kwame Bodo, Kojo Botri, Elom Koku Gasonu, Alex Bedu, Paulina Late, Alida Benewende, Bachelor of Arts in French Education with Linguistics, First Class Honors, Edubuahen Charlotte, Tenza Stella, Bachelor of Arts in French Education with German, First Class Honors, Ziga Achil Yao, Akuche Delight. That ends the list.
From Faculty of Foreign Languages, first class student being conferred, or all of them have been conferred, but first class student being called on stage.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Our newly graduated graduates, may you now move your tassel from right to left. You may please take your seats. The next conferment of degrees is for the Faculty of Educational Studies. Chair, I call upon Professor Sakina Akpa, the Dean of the Faculty of Educational Studies, to present students of the faculty to you for the conferment of their degrees. Thank you.
Will the graduating students of the Faculty of Educational Studies please rise and remain standing. Chairman, I have the honor to present to you students of the Faculty of Educational Studies who have successfully completed the degree requirements of this university and have been found worthy in learning, to be admitted to the Bachelor of Education, Basic Education, Bachelor of Education, Community-Based Rehabilitation and Disability Studies, Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood, Bachelor of Education, Guidance and Counseling, and Bachelor of Education, Special Education. Those present and those unavoidably absent, whose names appear on the list, and for whom I stand proxy.
By the authority of the Academic Board, I admit you all severally to the degree of Bachelor of Education of the University of Education, Winneba. Congratulations.
Before the proceedings move on, Nanache, I have the honor to invite a special person for a special mentioning. This person belongs to this faculty, and she was in the Department of Community-Based Rehabilitation and Disability Studies. She is a star for the university. Nanache, I call upon Ms. Sylvia Pepra, who requires special mentioning because of her perseverance, seriousness, to prove to the world that she is a lady of distinction. She's blind and deaf, but she's been able to make it to the first degree level. Congratulations.
I would wish all of us would be upstanding for her. On the occasion and for the history she has created, I'm going to award her 2,000 cedis after this. This is to encourage us all. But what she's done is history. And I believe this puts the university on the map of inclusivity. So we should applaud ourselves, particularly the history.
Thank you. Convocation and other graduating students, apart from graduating students from Faculty of Educational Studies, please remain standing. Faculty of Educational Studies graduating students should remain standing after the standing ovation for Sylvia.
Bachelor of Education, Basic Education. Edubila Apobisa. Aje Yabua. Opoku Esther Yamiche. Sedu Kadijatu. Jeme Jochebed Esewa, Noi Ruth Akoye, Aprako Abigail Josephine, Anderson Christabel Sika, Boabin Ruth, Ajiman Juliana Isa Memuna, Apia Esther Emmanuel Tete, Larry Osman, Mohammed Awad Said, Tamimu Abdul Waris, Ivan Afelate, Atamis, Apia Clement Kusi, and Sid Bright, just Francis Baswa, Dodu Sakechi, Doris Bena, Mrs. Akoru Anvia, Al-Hassan Mojana, Seydou Vivian Jessica, Edu Jefi Christiana, Ofosu Sapon Efwa Sapuma, Tutua Alice, Esiaman Jacob Kofi, Nyamia Magdalene, Asha Paulina Ama Kweku Salome, Owusu Benjamin, Yabua Helena Achua Sechi George, Osafo Bill Cook, Aminu Seydou Mohammed, Tapa Te Esther Dede, Ofare Sakin Natu Damwab, Enyim Marian Asantua Addison Lydia, Mbro Dorothy, Adama Eunice, Mohammed Malik, Dante Mavis Rahel, Abuta Gosway, Anoche Samuel. Bachelor of Education, Community-Based Rehabilitation and Disability Studies. Yemi Ruth Afia. Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood, First Class Honors. Mubarak Haja and Awarigo Francisca Atama Kiro Amedume Yara Fiati Patience Wo Ewunam Bibiye Faustina Manko Rebecca Efua Sa Patricia Vizro Patience Selinu Edu Tabitha Selasi Ahin Sarah Apuweni Florence Eyindoho Charity Fenu Martha Margaret Simon Mensa Nambu Oxford. Bachelor of Education, Guidance and Counseling, Idusu Rufiatu, Adopa Michael Dotse. Bachelor of Education, Special Education, Karim Al-Hassan, Semado Joshua, Tony Yabua, Jennifer Akunu, Ajay Andrews Sapon.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Our dear graduating students of the Faculty of Educational Studies, having been conferred with your various degrees, may you move your tassel from right to left. You may please resume your seat. Nana Chair, we move on to award of diplomas. Chairman, I call upon Professor Sakina Akwa, the Dean of the Faculty of Educational Studies, to present diploma and certificate students of the faculty to you for the award of their diplomas and certificates. Thank you.
Will the graduating students of the Faculty of Educational Studies, diploma students, rise and remain standing? Chairman, I have the honor to present to you students of the Faculty of Educational Studies who have successfully completed the diploma requirements of this university and have been found worthy in learning to be awarded diploma in community-based rehabilitation and disability studies. Those present and those unavoidably absent, whose names appear on the list and for whom I stand proxy.
By the authority of the Academic Board, I award you all and severally the Diploma in Community-Based Rehabilitation and Disability Studies and Diploma in Early Childhood Education Certificate in Preschool Education of the University of Education, Winneba. Congratulations, ladies.
Congratulations, 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 our newly diplomat students who have just been awarded all their various diploma certificates. May you now move your tassel from right to left. You may please resume your seat. Today, we have the following personalities in our midst. They are Nana Ofori-Ansah the First, the Council Chair, the next is Reverend Honorable John Intim Fodwo, the Deputy Minister for Education and the representative of the President for today's occasion. Honorable and Reverend, you are welcome. You have Mr. Alex Boni, a member of Governing Council in our midst. Then Dr. Mrs. Abena Asomeni Entry, who is currently representing or acting for the Council Chair. Mr. Maurice Kora, a council member, is also in our midst. Mr. Eric Sechi Nketia, council member and a representative of convocation. Mr. Ebenezer Ufuriata, a rep of Tewu on council. Mr. Isaka Akudugu, the Grassak President on council. Mr. Felix Donko is the SRC President and a member of the Governing Council. We have Professor Dominic Kwaku Mensah, the principal of the Adwumakon campus and a member in attendance at council. Professor Francis Owusu Mensah is the acting principal for CODER and a member in attendance of council. Then we have Chief Superintendent Dr. Dinam Zuku, Commander, Ghana Public Police Command and Staff College. Thank you. The next item is the administration of alumni oath by the acting Vice Chancellor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Will all graduation students please rise and remain standing? You are about to take the alumni expression oath. I must indicate that this is the first time we are taking such an oath at graduation event. In the last few years, management realized that it has been very difficult for us to track our alumni and seek their support to help grow this university. Alumni provides a very wide network of opportunities for students and our graduates, and as well as the university, to take advantage of, to help develop ourselves and the university professionally. Without any database, it became very difficult for us to access this network. So, Council in its wisdom incorporated into the university statute an alumni oath to be administered upon students during graduation event like this. That means that once you take the oath, you become an automatic member of the Alumni Association of UW. Your name or your details will be captured into our system so that anytime there's an event and we need to track you down or you need to communicate with the university, it will be easy for us to know your reference point. So with this, we are going to take the oath, and after that, you will become automatic members of the University of Education Winneba Alumni Association. So when I say I, you say I and follow with your name. I do solemnly promise that as a graduate of the University of Education Winneba, I will act with utmost integrity and conduct myself in ways that bring honor to the university, to the community, and to the nation. I further promise that as a member of the UEW Alumni Association, I will render positive service to my alma mater and to the UW Alumni Association. I will uphold the values of the UW Alumni Association and faithfully discharge my responsibilities with passion and loyalty to the best of my ability. This is my pledge. Congratulations, you are now members of the UEW Alumni Association. Thank you.
Will we stand up for the closing prayer, please, whilst we remain standing? If you are capable, please rise up for the honor of our God. And I admonish you that we will pray in the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, declaring our faith in God, for without Him we could do nothing. And He has given us this privilege, understanding, and the awareness that we are of service to this nation and to our university. Father, we thank you for such a privilege. A time like this when many people could not even rise up to the challenge. Many are those that are suffering under the pandemic and they still couldn't even breathe or do work. But we have got faith in you and we have life in you. Therefore, in your name, we thank you and we bless your name. From here, we are going back to our various places, celebrate and rejoice. Let everything be done according to your grace. Let everything be honored unto your name. And above all, grant us our traveling mercies so that we could say for sure that goodness and mercy shall follow us. Now may the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ and the love of God, the sweet fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us now and forevermore. Amen.
Dissolution. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to invite the chair of the University Council to dissolve this assembly. Thank you.
Members of the Academic Board, congregation, staff and students of the university, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish to, on behalf of the University of Education, Winneba, express my deep appreciation for your honoring of the invitation of the university to attend this congregation. I wish you a safe journey back home. I now declare the congregation duly dissolved. Congratulations.
Windy 98.3 FM. So this is how far we've come, and this is how we can draw the curtains down on today's event. It's been 3 faculties graduating today, so the graduates are now graduates. The faculties of Ghanaian languages education, foreign languages education, educational studies, they have been duly graduated, and very soon we'll be crossing over to Anambra to interact with some of the graduates, pick their thoughts on the journey so far and the rest. It's been a very colorful event, if you ask me, and like we said from the very onset, today has been a very amazing day. We saw for the first time the auditorium filled to capacity, and it is duly because of the numbers we are graduating today, over 2,000 students from the 3 faculties. So that tells you why. Hello, Anambra, can you hear me? Okay, Anambra is still trying to get in touch with some of the students to pick their views on the journey so far. And if you are still with us, we thank you so much for being with us from the very beginning till now. Those of you who might have just joined, you can go to our Facebook page, Radio Winneba 98.3 FM, and watch videos live for yourself. The whole has been around. Tim Kim Matoka himself has been here, together with myself, Samuel Makati, Anambra, with massive support from University PR, Mr. Ernest Azutiga. We had support from Seto, from the news team, and all the guys who came to support us, talking about Andy, Sampana, and the like. We've been ably produced technically. ABA Ghana is the head of technical, and Alhaji Osman Momin. And the entire team, we say kudos. Tomorrow we'll be here hopefully again for another coverage. That will be the grand finale. We are expecting to have students from graduates from 2 faculties, that is the Creative Arts and Faculty of School of Graduate Studies, I must say. So tomorrow, the 18th of December, I was going to say September, 18th of December. I know Papa Bright will not be happy with me for drawing back the amount. So tomorrow, God willing, we're going to be here again to give you the grand finale. That will be the faculty, School of Graduate Studies, School of Creative Arts, and then School of Graduate Studies. Kim Batuka has just joined me. Let me go back to him swiftly and pick his brief comments about today's proceedings.
All right, thank you very much, McCarthy. I was still live at the Jofus Anamo Mensa Conference Center. This morning is day 3, and we are almost done. Here we'll be conducting some few interviews, and we'll call it a morning. Some few minutes also to midday today, because we took a speech from the President's representative, the Deputy Minister of Education, Honorable Reverend N.T. Fojo. Yes, John T. Fojo. 8.3. Tomorrow will be the class, and we'll be having School of Creative Arts, School of Graduate Studies. Don't have it tomorrow, and next to find out how many students we are expecting tomorrow, God willing, to be graduated. But very soon we'll be going to Anambra to also ask you to sample some views, interview some students. How the day they've been waiting for, and finally here with them. We want to share their joy, their success with them. And so we'll be having tete with most of them here this morning. And let's quickly walk us through how many students we are expecting to be graduated tomorrow. Tomorrow has been a climax of the first session of the 26th Congregation of the University of Education, Winneba.
Tomorrow, day 4, the climax of the first session of the 26th Congregation Ceremony of the University of Education, Winneba. We are expecting 1,578 students to be presented for graduation. Of the 1,578, we would have 158 diploma students, 567 first degree, 190 PGDE, 13 executive masters, 63 MA, 340 MEd, 5 MSc, 30 MBA, and 201 MPhil students or candidates, and then 11 PhD candidates who will be presented for.
So 9 graduates.
11.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's tomorrow, and that's the climax for the 26th Congregation in the first session. And the postgraduate ones are.
Let me run you through that again. We have a spectrum. We would have 190 PGDE, 13 executive masters, 63 5 MSc, 30 MBA, and 201 MPhil, and 11 PhD candidates.
And we have over 500 undergraduates who also be graduating.
For the undergraduates, we would have, yes, we will have over 500.
From the School of Creative Arts?
Yes. We'll have, actually we are having 567 first degree holders.
I think it looks as if today was more than the 2 sessions that we've held so far.
Yeah, today's number is the greatest so far. In the past few days, we have had a little over 1,000, 1,005. Today we had over 2,178 or so, I believe. And so these were also made of big faculty, very big faculties. The Faculty of Foreign Languages Education, Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education, and Faculty of Educational Studies. These are big faculties, so you expect that the turnout will be massive, and massive it has been. I love the atmosphere. It was great. I believe the students have enjoyed themselves, and that is the purpose or the reason for organizing such congregation, to celebrate the achievements and the accomplishments of students. And
I think if you look at the joy in the auditorium today, was exceptional because of time that the music department had to dish out some renditions, which moved all the graduates onto their dancing feet. And most of them didn't walk. They wanted to go to the days to dance. They also moved the Deputy Minister of Education, who also joined the dancing with the acting Vice Chancellor. Same. For the 2 sessions we've had, we have not had such an occasion where students are dancing.
I think that there were so many things that were exceptional today. Of course, the graduation of Sylvia, who is deaf, dumb, it's not mean an accomplishment. And of course, you would have people celebrate it. And that's why the acting chair of the governing council decided to award us 2,000 Ghana cedis. We also had, if you observe, all the deans that were presenting students today were female, and it also speaks volume of our drive to balance the gender skill, and I believe that that is also worth noting. We also had some students from the special education side also coming through, and so I believe all those added to the atmosphere today and brought it to the level that we had today. Of course, the numbers were also exceptional today, over 2,001.
I'll come back to you, and I'm going to take over to do some few interviews.
Thank you. We are still here at the Jofus Mensa Conference Center for day 3 of the first session of the 26th Congregation of the University of Education, Winneba. Today, a total of 2,178 students from 3 faculties. That's the Faculty of Ghanaian Languages Education, the Faculties of Foreign Languages Education, and the Faculty of Educational Studies. Today, they graduated their students. I have with me here my sister from the Faculty of Foreign Languages Education. Of course, she did English language, and she will first tell us her name and how happy she is today. Congratulations, my sister.
Thank you. My name is Sarah Inimo from the Faculty of Education, for the Faculty of Foreign Languages.
And your department was?
English Education.
Anyway, how is today?
Oh, today is very marvelous. We thank God for today.
The 4 years, how has it been?
It wasn't easy, but through hard work and determination, we made it.
After today, where should we see anyone in the next couple of years?
Oh, coming back for my master's as well.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so I have another gentleman here. He will tell us his name and his faculty, of course, from this great university. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
What was the faculty?
Faculty of Foreign Languages.
And the department?
Yeah, French department.
Oh, okay. Okay. I have some deficit in French language, so I will not dare to ask you any French. How do you feel today?
Oh, I'm feel so excited. It's very, I'm very in high spirits, and I thank God that I have made it to this level. And you know, it's not easy to spend 4 years in UEW, so it is a great honor than me to be honored yet in education.
Will you advise the study of French to anyone?
Yes, very much, because you know, French has a good quantum of opportunity. If you see around our country, you know that people are speaking French. Southwest, East, they are speaking French. So with the French, you can travel with it, and to have the multi-international company to work with, you need French. So it's a very good advantage to learn French. Yeah.
So after the first degree, will you pursue further studies in French?
Yes, please. Yes, please. I am planning towards that. I have to do some background check and see what will favor me the most, and I will pursue that.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I have my big sister here from the newsroom, Bridget Amla-Bentun. Bridget, congratulations.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
How were you able to make it? Because I was feeling you here and there for the news.
It's grace. It's grace. That's what I would say. And hard work and determination. So that's it.
The first class, of course, didn't come on a silver platter. No, you tell me how you were able to do it, because you will be in the lecture hall and I'll pull you. I'll come for the news.
Well, it is, I would say, hard work and determination. So, I have to know how to schedule my time, come for the news. Sometimes you call me whilst at lectures. But after all that, I have to make sure that I read my books. And then that's how far God has brought us.
After today, should we see you somewhere else?
Oh, of course. Of course.
Will it be here?
We are praying. We are praying to God. Either here or anywhere. But we will still further up.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So that was my colleague from the newsroom, Bridget Bentum. Okay, so I have another beautiful lady here. She's, of course, a mate of Bridget. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How were you able to make it?
Oh, it's by the grace of God. Putting much effort from our colleagues and then myself, and God be on guide, we're able to make it. And our lecturers too helped us a lot. And we also helped ourselves. Yes.
So how will you advise the younger ones?
I will plead to them that they learn very well. Because if you don't learn, when you go for lectures and you don't learn, after lectures and you go and sit down, put down your books, it wouldn't help. So you also have to put much effort. And God be on your side, you will make it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have another gentleman here, also from the Faculty of Foreign Languages Education. Faculty of Educational Studies, I guess special education. Oh, okay. Special education. You don't have special needs. Why? Why did you go in for special education?
Well, actually, my name is Samuel Morris Bachar, and thank you for this opportunity. Special needs. I don't have any disability or disabling figures, but then what happened is that I want to go out there after here, go out there and be the hope for these people with disability and then the marginalized. Okay, I want to go out there that when they see me, they see a friend. When they see me, they see a hope. They see a model. Okay, out there that these people will be lift up. They will be inspired and then come out with the intrinsic ability in them, the inner ability in them. Okay, yes, and so I'm hopeful that when I go out, all these things will be portrayed to these people out there, and not only them, but then be useful to the general development of my community and the country as large. Yeah.
Morris, some parents with disabled children often tend to neglect them. Some even in the process kill them. What would be the advice to parents who have children with special needs?
Not at all. I don't even need to even tell you. You know, from today's congregation, we have a student or a graduate who is visually impaired, cannot hear and cannot talk. Okay, multiple disability. But then this particular lady has sailed through and now had her degree. Okay, and so if this particular person can in fact rise to this level, then trust me, no matter what your disability, you can't hear, you can't see, you can't talk, and you could run up through the education system to do your degree and then come out with a very good class. Trust me. And so disability is not inability. You can go far no matter what your disability. You don't have to let anything prevent you, but rather press on, whatever the case is. Push that particular child, okay, until that particular child embraces success. That is what I'll tell any parent with disability out there. Thank you.
You go on our street and you find some disabled people begging. Is that all they are made of?
Oh no! And so I think that is one of the reasons why the unit, the department special education is there, and we have what we call community-based rehabilitation as one of the units. And so they actually equip us to go out there, okay, to support these people, and then any important information and bring them on board into the mainstream, okay? So that the perception of persons with disability going on the streets to beg and all those stuffs will be eradicated from the street, and then they will be, added to the mainstream to also help in the general community development. Yes.
As someone in the enterprise of disability, will you say that government is doing enough for our disabled folks?
Well, so far so good. Just as Oliver Twist, who always asks for more. But I think the government of Ghana has done extremely well, okay? Looking from where we started from and where we are now. In fact, we have done extremely well. And to the extent that we are even promoting and preaching what we call mainstream education. And to the extent that even with regards to employment, we have some number of percentage. And then in our laws, we have access to international laws, international relations, and some other stuffs, okay? And so we are really doing well. And then we have ministries that is we're looking at that. If you go to the district assembly, we have set or allocated a common fund for these people. In fact, the government of Ghana is doing more. But then, just as I said earlier on, like Oliver Twist, we always ask for more and ask that we keep supporting these people with disability. Yes.
Did you subscribe to the suggestion that everyone should be given some form of disability training?
Yeah. I strongly believe so, okay? And so the training, when we look at the training, it's cast across everywhere, okay? It's not only training the person, mobility training and all those stuff, not only that, but also, to psych us, okay? To prepare our minds to welcome these people, okay? And also come to believe that, yes, despite their differences or that disability, we can help. We can eradicate whatever barriers that it is for them to perform. Even some of them can even do better than those who claim we don't have any form of disability. Trust me. Okay, so the only thing that is lacking there is the barriers, okay, which is preventing them from, performing the normal duties. And so when we train everybody, we educate everybody. TV shows, programs, and some other media, any program at all that at least can educate the general public. Trust me, it can help promote this disability cause.
Thank you and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. God bless you.
Okay, so that's Maurice from the Faculty of Educational Studies, of course, from the Department of Special Education. My sister, congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel today?
Well, I feel very excited. I'm so happy and glad that I've made it this far. Yes.
The 4 years, how did you start it and how did you end?
Well, it wasn't easy with the support of my family. I think it really helped me and it encouraged me to study more. Yes, it encouraged me to study more and then go further, at least to make them proud.
So it's not ending here. That's what you made me to believe.
Yes, it's not ending. I'm moving far.
There are many girls out there. They don't want to go to school. And 10-year-old girls are getting pregnant. Last year in the central region, a total of 10,301 girls got pregnant. Last year alone, 10,301. What is your message to girls out there?
Well, I want to tell them that child education is very, very important. They should make it a point to go to school. When you are educated, and as saying goes, when you educate a girl, you educate the whole nation, or you educate the world. So I plead to them that they should make efforts, go to school, be what they want to be, and then if you want to get married and do all that, at least it's a plus. So that is my advice to them. They should just go to school. And then they will be proud of themselves before their family will be proud of them as well. So that is my advice to them.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so these are some graduates who today here, and very soon we'll be wrapping up. I have another one here. He will tell me his name and his department.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm Courage Maoli Boko. I'm from the English department.
Courage, I believe you're a first class student because I heard the name.
Yes, I'm a first class student.
How were you able to make it?
According to Romans 9:6, it says, "It is not of him who runs, nor of him who wills, but it is the Lord who shows mercy." So the mercy of the Lord was what made way for me to make the. In fact, from the scratch, it was He Himself who told me I should read English language, and as I have agreed and I've entered, everything went on. I just told Him that, Lord, you said I should do it, so grant me the excellence that I needed, and as we are witnessing today, that is what has come to pass.
I believe you were a parent managing home plus studies. How were you able to combine the two?
It's a bit stressful, but as you progress, you need to be versatile, so that you maintain that balance. Once that balance is maintained, you realize that what you always be on top.
The council chairman in his address told us the youths they shouldn't venture into quick monies. What is your advice to them as well?
Bible says that wealth gotten through deceitful means will not last. So it is just a temporary thing. This limited thing that you are getting at this quick or fast rate, you realize that it will end up destroying your life. So I will also re-echo it that we shouldn't venture into doing things like that, because the end, Bible says that whatever you do, just look at the end. For the end justifies the means. Right now you have temporary pleasure, but the end will be disastrous for us.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you too.
Okay, so I'll be going over to okay, so here we end it for today. Today is the third day of the first session of the 26th Congregation of the University of Education, Winneba. And today, 3 faculties, Educational Studies, Foreign Languages Education, and GHANAIAN Languages Education presented 2,178 students for the conferment of degrees and diplomas. Well, all has ended here at the Jofus Anamwa Minister Conference Center here at the University of Education, Winneba, the North Campus. Let me go over to King Batuka as he wraps up for today.
For that interviews conducted there. Folks, it's all over here at the Jofus Anamwa Minister Conference Center for day 3 of the first session of the 26th Congregation of University Education, Winneba. Thanks very much for doing the listening. Those who listen to us on radio, 98.3 FM. Those who follow us on Facebook, that's Radio Winneba, 98.3 FM. Those who also listen to us on the university's homepage, that's www.uew.edu.gh. We say we are so much grateful for that. And on behalf of the sound men, that's A.B. Gani Evis, Asuo, and Osman Mumuni Sir John, we say thank you very much. And also on behalf of our cameramen, that's Sampa and Maestro, as well as Collins, we say thank you very much for also for the effort to come your way on our coverage. And as to our commentators and our newsmen, that's McCarthy and Seth Womega. Thanks to Andy, and thanks to Ernest for also supporting us in the commentary position. This has been our coverage for today. My name is Kim Batuka. To God be the glory. We'll get it tomorrow, same time, on the same frequency. And let's congrats to Sylvia Pepra, the lady who has made all of us proud. I remember almost a year or two ago, we went to her to interview her to find more about her exploit, and it's a fun being with her. I really enjoyed the moment that we stay with her. So we're going back. I want to talk to Sylvia before we wrap up right now. So Anna, if you can hear me, Anna will take over.
Still here at the conference center of the Jofus Anamwa Mensa Conference Center here. The ceremony has ended, but in the address of the acting vice chancellor, he told us that there was someone special who was graduating today. 2 years ago, I was here when she graduated with her diploma, and today she has also graduated with her post-diploma. So I go over to her. The person is that very special, and so someone will speak to her. She is Sylvia Abna Pepra. Sylvia is someone with special needs, and today we are celebrating her. Of course, the acting chairman of the governing council awarded her with 2,000 cedis. So her interpreter will tell us. We will first begin by asking her how she was able to make it to this level. So her interpreter will tell us what Sylvia is saying.
So it was through Dogbe. Okay. It was through Mr. Dogbe and then other people. So the CBR people, they also supported me. The Pentecost Church also supported me, and then I strive myself, trying as much as possible to solicit funds, and then people also donated to me, some lecturers, interpreters, note takers, and then giving me braille papers to learn, and that is what I have lived on till this time, until now, and I have been able to graduate completely.
Okay, so Abna tells us how she was able to transition, mention people who have come along the way to offer her support. So I'm asking Sylvia again that she has set an example. How are we going to see this example transform others in society? Because there are others out there who, with their disability, they go about begging, but she decided to come to school through the support of others. Of course, the support she solicited for, she didn't squander them, but she made good use of it. And today, she's here, graduates from the University of Education, Winneba.
If those deaf-blind people are going through the struggles that I went through some years back, I know Dugbe is still here and is ready, and there are other people. If they want to also come, I know Dugbe is going to support them to also make their lives comfortable, and they will also feel good. And you know, you have to focus more on the deaf-blind as well as they come to university. Some can come and then will graduate successfully, as I have done.
Abla, how will the government support you in your attempt at making good use of yourselves?
The government has never supported me. So since I came to this school, I have never gotten any support from the government.
So I believe now she's making an appeal to the government to support her and others who have challenges but don't want to be a burden on their parents and in this society, but want to further or go to school so that tomorrow they can take care of themselves. What will she ask on behalf of all to the government?
So I want the government to also come here, meet Mr. Dogbe, and then have an interaction with Mr. Dogbe. The experiences that he has is going to give to the government, and the government will be able to help. And then looking forward, they will know how they are going to support other people and the deaf-blind as well. It's not easy, the deaf-blind working around every day and depending on people holding them, going here and there. In the classroom, in the lecture hall, interpreters should be provided, hostel, people to cook for us and other things. No, in and out going about our lives is very difficult. How to even braille our papers, how to do all these things in this university. Dogbe has been supporting me. Soon he will be retiring, and we have to train someone to take over that mantle.
Sylvia, who is this Dogbe? You've been mentioning Dogbe throughout. Who is this Dogbe to you?
So, no, wait.
Okay, so I'm asking Ablan because she's been mentioning Dogbe, and the government has to, only Dogbe can stand in for people of her nature, and so I want to find out from her who this special Dogbe is, and how or what Dogbe can do for others.
So Dogbe, she said Dogbe is a lecturer here. She said he's a lecturer here at Special Education Department. He's a lecturer at the Special Education Department. Yes.
Okay. It's from her, I can see Dogbe identified her from the scratch and brought her to this place.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. Congratulations to you, Abla, for the wonderful achievement, and we believe you will be an inspiration to all, especially the deaf-blind and all. You'll be an inspiration to them, and indeed all the disabled community.
Really true. Yeah. I feel so. So my advice to the deaf blind people is that if you are a deaf blind, you have to have an aim, have an interest, and then pursue your interest. Work hard, work on it, and you will get whatever you want to get, and then your aims will be achieved. Whatever that interest that you have, fight for it, persevere, and then fight for your aim, and work hard. You must work hard. You go through struggles, but you must also do that. You have to work hard, and then you will progress, and then you also come and support others, so that in the future we will all be successful, and you'll be successful yourself. And then if you don't do these things and you work and you depend on you don't work and you depend on your parents, when your parents are no more, who is going to care for you? Where are you going to live your life? How are you going to live? Life will be very difficult, and you will tend to be begging. So what I'm saying is, you should withdraw from that and then follow your dreams. Use ways that in the future you can become somebody, and then achieve whatever that you want to achieve in life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sylvia Abna Papra. Sylvia is a deaf-blind student. Today she graduated with her first degree from the University of Education, Winneba. This is the very first in the entire country, Ghana. And we will end here for today. We thank you all for joining us on Facebook and on radio. Tomorrow we shall come your way again from the Jofus Anamo Mensa Conference Center for the last day of the first session of the 26th Congregation of the University of Education, Winneba. I was not here alone. This is Kwame Anamwa. I was here with King Batuka, our manager, Samia McCarthy, and Ernest Azutiga. We were in the commentary box. Of course, our team of technicians was led by A.B. Geni, Sheikh Osman Muminin, Sampana, Collins, Andrew, and John Arthur and the Brights were in the studios. So we come your way again tomorrow. Thank you.